like to call this meeting to order.
Right.
Everybody would please rise, and we'll do a flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I don't think you have a quorum.
Yeah, we do, you're coming up.
Can't do any business until I get up there.
We're waiting for you, Sean.
I'm saying hello to my friends.
That was what you missed. Did that take that long?
You got friends? I'm only kidding.
All right.
Just remember the dog days of
May I
summer
have
coming
a
up.
roll call, Madam Clerk?
Councilmember DePamphlis. Councilmember Dill.
Here.
Councilmember Garrity.
Here.
Councilmember Johnston. Councilmember McGuigan.
Here.
Councilmember Owen.
Here.
Council President Habercorn.
Present. Also present is Administrator Frost, City Clerk Keith, City Solicitor Smith, and City Engineer Snyder. Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this meeting has been provided. The agenda for this meeting is posted in City Hall and on the city's website, somers.gov.org. Pursuant to City Code A 266-8P, and to afford everyone an opportunity to address the governing body, the public may speak only one time and not to exceed 3 minutes. Do we have any communications? Not hearing any communications, we're going to jump to the administrator's report. And Jason, I see you have potential disposition of a landlocked property on the agenda.
Yeah, good evening. So, yeah, in front of you, I believe everyone has a packet. This property is a landlocked property that we own, between Village Drive, North Village Drive, and Holly Hills. There's no point of egress, no point of access to it. That in and of itself is not necessarily the issue. The issue is that we don't have any ability to maintain this property. And talked about this with solicitor, the concept of why don't we reach out to the adjoining property or adjacent property owners and see if anyone would have any interest in buying the property. Understanding that there's no commitment, that we're obligated to do that, but just kind of getting that letter out there and seeing what the temperature is with the neighboring property owners.
Okay. Mr. Smith, any comments on that, or?
No, this was brought to our attention 2-3 years ago. A tree fell down onto someone's fence from our property. We had to go out and clean up the tree. And the then administrator raised the issue with me, what are we going to do? And it's not buildable. We don't have any access. We even talked about creating an easement through someone's property, and the houses are pretty close and tight there, so there's really no access that way. Serves absolutely no purpose. We got this property at the same time that we got the property at the corner of Bethel and Marks Road, where we have our athletic field signs, and we got it for $1. And while we were interested in getting that corner lot there on Bethel and Marks Road, we really had no interest in this, but it was a sort of take one, you gotta take them both. So it was like for $1, we got stuck with it. We've never done anything with it, and quite frankly, to get Public Works back there to do anything, we're crossing someone else's property. So it seems like the best idea. It's not really gonna create any value for people out there to the extent that their assessments are gonna go up, but it may create the benefit of someone being able to extend their backyard. Maybe, I don't know what, we chose to just push it aside a few years ago, and then it sort of raised its head again, and which we knew would eventually happen. So this is the best idea that we could come up with at the time right now.
Do we need to take any vote to go ahead and do that, or do we just go ahead and advertise it and see what?
We're not advertising it, we're just gonna send out, there's, I don't know how many houses are around here. Do you know, Greg, how many houses are around that parcel? There's maybe 12?
That sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah, about 12 homes. And I mean, I personally know someone who lives there, and I once said to them, that's the person who's had the fence damaged. They said, I said, "But do you want it?" "No, I don't want it. I don't want to take care of it." So I don't know. Someone I don't know, could put a gazebo back there perhaps. I don't know.
I guess all I'm really looking for is an acknowledgement from council that the straw vote.
Sure.
Everyone's okay with proceeding this way.
That's fine.
Do we have any objections to it?
No, not at all.
Mr. McGuigan?
No, you have a weed walker.
What's that?
One of the weed walkers.
Really? Which one that is?
I don't want to say in public.
How's the other end of the council feel? Oh, I just noticed they're not here. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so it sounds like we have a okay to do something there, Jason, all right?
It doesn't, we're not committing to anything, we're just going to find out. If everyone comes back and says no, or doesn't respond, then
Okay,
we'll figure something else out.
all right, sounds good. Since you're on a roll there, Mr. Solicitor, you have anything else to talk about?
No,
Okay,
thank you.
you're welcome. Mr. Snyder?
Yes, Ballard Drive, all the concrete work is done and paving is scheduled for next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, weather permitting. Looks like there might be some rain, but
That figure's right.
yeah. The other issue is I spoke to the project manager about Aldi to try to get a more definitive timeline on the improvements to the intersection. There are a number of utility poles that need to be relocated, so that they're hoping to get that done by this summer. So realistically, the construction of the intersection will begin in the fall, which DOT is actually prefers because of traffic
With the
concerns.
traffic.
So, but yeah, utility poles usually take a while, but they're continuing on site to do work. That's
We got a nice updated report for the business administrator from them too on the work they were doing and some of the timelines. So hopefully that continues.
Yeah.
Stay informed. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Any committee reports?
Council President, on the agenda tonight is an ordinance about 90 Broadway. And if that passes and Resolution 108 passes, the planning board on the 21st will be hearing that case.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else have anything? Mr. Owen?
Yes, I do, Council President. Summers Point Arts Commission, going into the month of June, they're going to have over at the Summers Point Arts, Senior Recreation Building, there's going to be art class. It's 4 classes, which is going to be $100. The instructors, Betsy Nemchek, it's $100, but it's $25. Basically breaks down to $25 per course. It includes all your supplies. The course is sketchbook, journaling with watercolor from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And the dates are June 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else have any committee reports? Not hearing any. I do have a couple things I wanted to talk about as far as, it's really not a committee, but the We Walk Summers Point group is coming up on our first anniversary is June the 2nd, so that group is walking 3 times a week. We're getting somewhere between 16 and 20 people every time we walk. And an interesting thing is we have a resident here in Summers Point. Her and her husband spend 6 months here in Summers Point and 6 months out in Oregon. And when she goes out to Oregon, she's going to start a We Walk group out there. So we're going to have a sister group out in Oregon for our little group here in town. So that's a good thing. We do have cybersecurity going to be put on. It's a presentation. The chief here will be presenting, as well as county clerk, county surrogate, and Claire Swift will be here to talk about a bill that she's putting forward. There are some flyers up here in the front. It's going to be on June 23rd at 10 a.m. It'll be right here in the City Hall, in the chambers, and all residents are welcome. It's free of charge. So it's a part of our continuing education we've been doing with the We Walk group to offer seniors some learning experiences. So that's all I had on committee reports.
Mr. President, if I may,
Yes.
along those same lines,
Go ahead.
the We Walk is celebrating 1 year. I know our yoga program is coming up on 1 year anniversary, and
Yes,
it
it
has
is.
turned into a wildly successful program for some of our more seasoned citizens. And our yoga instructor is in the audience and would like to give a wave.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that program, and it's meant a lot of things to many
Oh, yeah.
citizens.
Yeah, you have 3 classes that you run now, right? 3 a
Yeah.
week, and it's getting well received. As Mike was talking about with the Arts Commission, again, that's over in the senior building, much as the yoga. We're starting to see more and more use of that senior building, which is a good thing, so all good stuff there. Mr. McGuigan, is that all you had on the committee reports?
Yeah, that's all I have. Thank you.
You're welcome. Regular minutes for April 24th, 2025, and executive session minutes for April 24th, 2025. I need a motion to approve for content only.
Second.
Need a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Not hearing any opposed. The above-mentioned minutes are approved. Tonight, we have one ordinance that we're going to be introducing, and that is ordinance number 11.
Ordinance number 11 of 2025, an ordinance adopting the 90 Broadway redevelopment plan within Block 2018, lots 1.01, 1.02, 1.03, 1.04, 1.05, 1.08, 2.02, 1.06, and 1.07 in an area in need of rehabilitation within the city of Summers Point, County of Atlantic, State of New Jersey.
And again, this is the first reading. May I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I have a second.
Second.
Any comments?
Just a note there, Mr. President, that
Yes,
this
sir.
is a redevelopment plan, which eventually, I'm not sure of the timing, but we'll have a redevelopers agreement.
Correct.
All this, which will have some other details in it.
There'll be more detail.
Yeah, thank
A
you.
lot of respect. Thank you.
Yeah, the process that we're following, Mr. Solicitor, is to do the redevelopment plan, then go down to the planning board.
Planning board for consistency with the master plan. They, however they vote, if it comes back to us in whatever shape or form they want to suggest, we then discuss that on the record, any proposals they have, any recommendations. We're not bound by what they propose, and then we vote on it at that time. And if it passes, then we will then vote on a resolution approving the redevelopment agreement itself.
So that's the process. Any other comments?
Mr. Chairman, just
ahead.
one thing, having to do all that process, the final reading for this is the day after the planning board. Should we shoot that back to the June 12th meeting for the final adoption to give everybody a chance to digest it and ask questions and stuff? I know Mike works a real job, so it doesn't really give him any time to review it, you know? So I'm just throwing that out there, you know? I don't think 2 weeks is gonna kill it.
What day is the planning board meeting?
21st.
21st, and his final adoption on the 22nd. And I was actually planning on going out for ice cream that day rather than reading what the planning board did, so.
Why, is it your birthday?
Yeah, so, it's actually Sean's birthday, so we're
Oh,
gonna
okay.
celebrate that. But I'm just,
That's a council decision.
yeah, I'm just throwing that out there. I'm thinking, because if we do it on the 22nd and there's a problem, we're gonna be doing it on the 12th anyway. You know, so maybe we iron out any potential problems so that we give this a smooth transition to get this through.
Mr. Gary, I can support that.
Thank you, Howard. I appreciate that.
And that would give us a little bit more time to work on the agreement too, correct?
Yes, yes.
So, Mr. McGuigan.
Yeah.
look like
I don't,
We're almost there.
all right.
We're almost there.
I don't have an argument against it, unfortunately.
I'm fine with it as well as celebrating Sean's birthday. Coming up, so
So, Mr. Solicitor, do we need to amend this after, or do we need to amend it now?
We're not, I'm on,
Can we just change the date on it? Because we,
and it just, she has the date of,
Okay, so then, if there's no more comments, may I get a motion to, we have a motion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Not hearing any opposed. Ordinance number 11 is introduced. Okay, now we go, I have a motion to open for public comment for resolutions only.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Not hearing any opposed. We're now open for public comment on resolution only.
Motion to close the public portion on resolutions.
May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're closed for resolutions, public comment. So resolution number 108.
Resolution number 108 of 2025, resolution referring the 90 Broadway redevelopment plan for Block 2018, lots 1.01, 1.02, 1.03, 1.04, 1.05, 1.08, 2.02, 1.06, and 1.07 to the Summers Point Planning Board as required by NJSA 40A 12A-7.e.
You want to repeat that?
May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments? Not hearing any comments, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Not hearing any opposed, resolution number 108 is approved. Resolution number 124.
Resolution number 124 of 2025, saluting the efforts of the 2025 Bayfest Committee and volunteers. Whereas the annual Bayfest celebration in Summers Point, held this year on April 26th, has become a cherished tradition, bringing joy, unity, and community spirit to our city. And whereas the success of the Bayfest celebration is a testament to the hard work, dedication, and tireless efforts of the committee members who volunteer their time and expertise to organize and execute this remarkable event. And whereas the Bayfest committee members have demonstrated exemplary leadership, creativity, and passion in planning and coordinating every aspect of the celebration, from entertainment and activities to logistics and safety measures. And whereas their commitment to excellence has resulted in a truly memorable experience for residents and visitors alike, fostering a sense of pride in our community and showcasing the beauty and vibrancy of Summers Point. And whereas their selfless contributions have contributed significantly to the cultural, social, and economic vitality of our city, attracting visitors, supporting local businesses, and strengthening the bonds of friendship and camaraderie among our citizens. And whereas the Bayfest Committee is a volunteer committee that has taken on the responsibility for this event each year. And whereas the Bayfest Committee consists of the following individuals: Steve Hornig, Committee Chair; Shelley Blumenthal; Deirdre Cosgrove; Emerald Horning; Ashley Mathers; and Brianna McNair. And whereas on the day of the event, the committee is joined by a group of volunteers who give their time to help execute the plan for the day. This year, those volunteers were John Helbig, Lynn McEwen, Bill Falls, Joe Falls, Charles Habercorn, Janice Johnston, Jeffrey Kestrel, Shayna Kestrel, Ryan McNair, Mike Owen, and Quinn Tran. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Summers Point hereby extends its heartfelt gratitude and appreciation to the committee members and volunteers of the annual Bayfest celebration for their outstanding service, dedication, and passion in organizing and producing this beloved community event that helps make the City of Summers Point proud.
Wow, she did that with only taking 2 breaths, too. That's pretty good.
I won't ask her to repeat it.
May we get a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Second.
Any comments?
Yeah, Count.
Mr. President?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, just a couple things. First off, one of the highlights of Bayfest is the music. And we do have one of the leading rock stars in the community here, so Greg Clayton of the
Oh, there he
of
is,
the
yeah.
Sure Thing Band.
Wow, there you go.
Speak up, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Too much loud music for 40 years, right?
He'll be appearing in several gigs over the next century. Look for him.
Sean said it wasn't gonna rain and he was right.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
So, it's hard to describe what it takes to put an event on like that, and the amount of effort is put into it, stress that people take on as they, they join that committee. And of course, we have our committee chairman here, Steve Horning, and I'm sure you're going to present him the resolution. Just an excellent example of leadership with that committee, and such a smooth operation. Now, I have some people very close to me that are vendors, and they go to all these different events, and they tell me Bayfest is one of the most organized and well-run operations. So as a city council member and as a citizen of the city, I'm proud that we have Bayfest every year, and I look forward to it. And I'm counting the days till next year. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else have any comments? I think Sean summed it up pretty well. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Not hearing any opposed. Resolution number 124 is approved. Should we present that right at this point, or should we?
Yes.
Okay, you want to come up with it? and
What do I got to do with it?
Well, yeah, come on.
If it's okay with you, I'm going to take a few moments just to give you a quick thank you as well. You said it, that resolution there was very well written. I hate to have to even add more to it, but it's not just the committee and the volunteer, it is really a full team effort. So one, first and foremost, I'm very lucky to sit on that committee with a bunch of other people. We also are missed here to add Mr. McGuigan and Mayor Dennis Tapp. But the other ones are Chief Summers and particularly Captain Cementa, who is really a huge part of the security as far as reaching out to Ocean City Police Department, Helena County OEM, and Canadian County Prosecutor's Office, where we actually borrowed additional equipment from all of them to make that as safe as we possibly could. Chief Michael Sweeney from Fire Company Number 2, as well as his members of Company 2 and the members of Company 1, for filling all of those water security barriers that we had to put up this year. Guy Martin, Frank Nauman, and the Department of Public Works for setting up all of those, breaking them down, as well as the trash collection throughout the entire day, the 12 hours that it takes for them to set up and break down, everything. As well as the ACUA, for every year they donate street sweeping. They put an employee out with their street sweeper, and they sweep Bay Avenue 2 or 3 times before the end of the night to make sure that that street looks even better than when we got there that morning. So again, really is an entire county, city group of people to make that all happen. So thank you all. And yes, as you mentioned, no rain, a couple of drops, but we did all right. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Ready, Steve? Congratulations. Good job, buddy. Thank you.
Number 125? Okay. All right. Resolution number 125, please.
Resolution number 125 of 2025, recognizing May as Mental Health Awareness Month. Whereas mental health is essential to overall health and well-being and affects people of all ages, backgrounds, and communities. And whereas 1 in 5 adults and 1 in 6 youth in the United States experience a mental health condition each year, and many do so in silence due to stigma and lack of access to care. And whereas the COVID-19 pandemic has further highlighted the importance of mental health care and increased the need for accessible, equitable, and effective mental health services. And whereas Mental Health Awareness Month was established in 1949 and is observed nationwide every May to raise awareness, fight stigma, and promote education and support around mental health issues. And whereas local governments, schools, healthcare providers, businesses, and community organizations all play a vital role in supporting mental wellness and reducing barriers to care. And whereas increasing public understanding of mental health can encourage people to seek help, improve outcomes, and foster a more compassionate and supportive society. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Summers Point does hereby recognize the month of May 2025 as Mental Health Awareness Month in Summers Point, New Jersey, And be it further resolved that the City Council urges all residents, businesses, and community organizations to support mental health awareness, promote access to care, and stand together to end the stigma surrounding mental illness.
May I have a motion?
I'll make
So
that
moved.
motion.
How about a second?
Second.
Any comments?
Just real quick, Mr. President, you know, there's a crisis in this country relative to mental health, and as the resolution stated there, the stigma and so forth is not helping that. We need to address it more and more directly. You know, many of us, I'm sure there's all of us know somebody or have somebody in our family that's affected by that. And just one last thing, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is 988 now. It's a 3-digit number. If you have a situation or a problem, just dial 988 and someone will be there to help you. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Not hearing any other comments. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Not hearing any opposed. Resolution number 125 is approved. Madam Clerk, 126, please.
Resolution number 126 of 2025, saluting and congratulating Shore Medical Center for earning an A hospital safety grade from the Leapfrog Group. Whereas the health and safety of patients is a top priority for any healthcare institution, and achieving high standards of patient care requires dedication, leadership, and teamwork. And whereas Shore Medical Center, located in Summers Point, New Jersey, has consistently demonstrated a commitment to excellence in patient safety, quality care, and clinical best practices. And whereas the Leapfrog Group, an independent national watchdog organization, assigns hospital safety grades to over 2,700 general hospitals across the country based on more than 30 national performance measures. And whereas Shore Medical Center has earned an A grade in the spring 2025 Leapfrog Hospital Safety Grades, reflecting top-tier performance in protecting patients from harm and meeting rigorous safety standards. And whereas this outstanding achievement is a testament to the dedication and hard work of Shore Medical Center's leadership, physicians, nurses, and entire staff. And whereas the City Council of the City of Summers Point recognizes Shore Medical Center as a vital institution serving our region and salutes their commitment to the well-being of our community. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Summers Point does hereby extend its heartfelt congratulations and appreciation to Shore Medical Center for earning an A grade from the Leapfrog Group for hospital safety. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be presented to Shore Medical Center as an expression of the community's pride and gratitude for their outstanding service.
May I have a motion?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments?
Mr. President?
Yes, go ahead. You go ahead first. You wrote the resolution.
I just,
Go ahead.
you know, it's hard to envision Summers Point without Shore Medical Center. We're very fortunate to have it there, and the fine leadership over there, as well as all of the hardworking staff, doctors, nurses, and other support staff over there. It's great to have them there, particularly when I cut my hand open, I have to run that way. You know, but it's even greater that they're performing at such a high level, they've earned an A. Congratulations, they should be very proud of that.
Great.
Council President,
Yes, sir.
I really appreciate the hospital being here as well. I mean, talk about taking, you know, everybody has a share, like ownership here in town. You guys do a fantastic job. Not to mention, when they did the addition about a decade or so ago, their one roof is actually a green roof where they actually captures rainwater, well, storm water, you can call it, but it's really fantastic that they put that into their design with the hospital, and it's just great. Thanks.
Council President, I would just like to recognize the fact that Shore Medical Center is a fantastic neighbor in this town. It does a lot of good things for it, and as personally, as a family, I've had to use Shore Medical Center on several occasions within the last 2 years, and everything that they say in that resolution is exactly what it is. I thank you and the hospital for what you do for this community.
And we're getting a lot of great press the last couple of meetings. You've had some things going on at the hospital. Just shows the commitment to the community. It shows the commitment to healthcare and the professional healthcare, so we really do appreciate it. Why don't you come up and we'll hand you the resolution. Mr. McGuigan, are you ready for another picture, sir?
Here's the mayor.
I know.
Yeah, thank you very much. Just briefly, because this is our 85th year in Summers Point. 1940, Howard State, Dr. Peter Marvel, and Reverend Franklin Buck from Ocean City founded the hospital. They were the founders from the Atlantic Shore facility. This is a hard-earned designation and recognition from you as well. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Clerk, I think we're up to the consent agenda, correct? I have a motion for the consent agenda, please.
I'll make that
I
motion.
have a second?
Second.
Any comments first? Not hearing any comments, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Not hearing any opposed, the consent agenda is approved. Does anyone have any old business? Not hearing any old business. Does anyone have any new business? We do have one thing on here as far as a social affairs permit. The chief, is okay with that? Okay, may I have a motion to accept this social affair?
So moved.
I'll make that motion.
Have a second, please?
Second.
Okay.
Council President,
Any comments?
Council President, I do have a comment. During the committee reports, I should have brought this up, that the Veterans Advisory Committee met on Monday, and this resolution is a direct effect on the planning of the Memorial Day Parade. And I would just like to thank the members of the Advisory Committee for their hard work in organizing this parade. Thank you.
Any other comments? Not hearing any other comments. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Not hearing anybody opposed. This application is approved. Any other new business? Not hearing any other new business. Jason, can you discuss the bills, please?
Sir, this evening we have a bill list in front of $2,290,997.73.
Okay. Public portion, may I have a motion to open for public comments?
Go for it, Mike.
So moved.
Have a
Second.
Yeah.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Not hearing any opposed. We're now open for public comment. Yes, Mr. Fox.
I have to say, you don't know that yet.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. I am in fact Levi Fox. I live at 90 Broadway. And I was asked to speak tonight by a neighbor, Sue Cometta, who said she was unable to be here. So that's the first thing. I'm just going to read the text message I was sent. I can't go tonight, but please share my story. I could not go due to health issues from this. High blood pressure, blurry vision from stress, trouble breathing, and pain from hacking. I'm 65, on SSDI, $1,700 a month. On many wait lists, nowhere I can afford or qualify for. And I wanted to also note something that I just discovered this week in doing a little more research in terms of what I learned that I was surprised I had not learned before, which I brought copies just so everybody could follow along. Jason, would you mind passing these to? Thank you very much. So this is something that is on a state website
also requires relocation assistance pursuant to its G provisions. The relocation assistance program works as a partnership between the municipality and the state. There are times when a municipality causes a tenant to leave their dwelling or place of business. This can be because the dwelling is unsafe or because the municipality is undertaking a development or redevelopment project. When a municipality decides that a tenant must leave their dwelling, the municipality must send a plan called a Workable Relocation Assistance Plan, or WRAP. I was very surprised to discover there was an acronym for this thing that I had never heard of before, to the Department of Community Affairs for review. The WRAP must show that the municipality knows the number of people impacted by the relocation plan, and then must demonstrate there are enough comparable replacement housing units in the area for the people to find new homes. Each municipality must designate the individual who will carry out the obligation established by law. Departmental approval of WRAPs is required before relocation activities may commence. Once the WRAP has been approved, I'm almost done.
That's
The
okay.
tenants that are being moved, once the municipality has approved, the municipality informs the tenants that they are being moved. The municipality must also tell the tenants that the municipality will help them find another place to live, and that they have the right to appeal the municipality's actions. The state does not become involved in the identification of replacement housing. The program is not set up to help individuals who decide that they would like to. Thank you very much for your time and attention. I appreciate that you are now all aware of this. I myself just discovered recently.
Thank you, Mr. Fox. Not seeing anyone else that has.
Motion to close the pub.
Oh, wait,
We have
Go ahead,
somebody?
sorry.
This is the opportunity to speak.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm-
We're still on bills and.
Oh, no, no, no,
Yeah.
come on up.
My apologies.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were speaking.
You wouldn't have, because I happen to have inside information.
Ah, there you go. Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jim Mazza. I live at 319 Dobbs Avenue. The reason I'm here today is in August of 2023, I had worked with Doug Shalkos, who was the recreation director for Summers Point, to install a toy library down at Marrows Beach. I'm not quite sure if you're familiar with it or not. Pass you around some pictures of the library that we had done. Long story short, it lasted about 11 months. And during the entire 11 months, I received one notification that there had been toys left out overnight. And unfortunately, Public Works had to pick those up and put them in. The next month, I received a text that I had 72 hours to remove the library or it's going to be destroyed. The reasoning was apparently there were some safety concerns from the safety committee about life jackets and floaties and that type of thing. There was no conversation to discuss, to adapt what was in the library, to correct it, to make it acceptable for the safety committee. And I was more concerned about them destroying it, so I went down and removed it. It's at my property right now. I would like to have the opportunity to work with the city to return the library formally to the beach with the consideration of the safety committee and the concerns of the town and the community. I have worked over the past week. I was in front of the recreation board last week. I talked with them. They were very in favor of getting the library returned. And I went out to the community in the course of the last week to make sure that we could come up with a game plan to make sure that community members are looking after the library daily. In addition to some additional opportunities that I've looked at that wouldn't cost the city any money, to make sure that we are in compliance with the city. Safety is number one, of course. We want to monitor our kids, make sure they're as safe as possible. But also return this. It's a great feature for the children. Parents don't have to carry and lug things down to the beach. The kids enjoy it. Kids love it. I go down there pretty much every other day when I'm here during the summer and pull out broken toys, replace them with new toys. And I've taken that on myself. I have a whole shed of toys that I've collected to be able to populate the library. So I'm looking for a formal, resolution to this, to put this back with the consideration of the board and the support, with all of those things in mind. Also asking, is there anything else that the board or the city would like me to do
Do you have a list of folks that would be willing to aid in, doing that? Okay, that's great. And I'd be willing to take your information back to our safety committee.
Yes, sir.
Just to kind of, I wasn't here when this all went on. I'd like to get educated on all the issues that may have been there and try to do a workable plan also, if there is such a plan.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to share any information you have with me, either hard copies or you want to email me, I'd be happy to take that on and work. I know I can work with Mr. McGuigan and Mr. Owen through the Recreation Board, but I really would like to have you send that to me so I can then go to the safety committee and
I
try
would
to
be utterly appreciative of that, sir.
No problem.
It's a wonderful thing. I'd like to see it return. Ocean City has it on a number of their beaches without any issues. And I think it's just a huge asset. I do have signs that I create, that I put there to make sure that people put things back. I have gotten a number of suggestions about putting a QR code if there's any issues or something that they can reach out to me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, let me take that on and work on that maybe over the next 2 weeks and get back to you as quickly as I can, but I want to make sure we do a thorough understanding of it.
I would certainly appreciate it. Thank you so very much for your time.
You're welcome. Any other comments?
No.
Council, no?
My name's Mary Fondi. I live at 28 Delaware Avenue. I just wanted to thank y'all for the little fence that they have at the end of my street. It's 4 feet high and pitch fence that you can see through. It doesn't block the view. And I hesitate to say thank you, Mr. Gingoli, but does I have to go on record? Whatever. And it's really nice. And now y'all just have to get rid of the crane. Who owns the crane?
I'm not sure who owns that crane. Does anybody really know?
From what I've heard is that that's in the works. The mayor's been talking to Gingoli. It doesn't belong to Gingoli.
Okay.
Yeah, it ended up there.
You or anybody.
Well, it seems like that marina attracts cranes on barges. I remember when we had the one for 20 years there, and then we got rid of it, now we have another one back. But from what I understand is they can't take that back to where it's supposed to be because the boom is stuck up and it won't go under the bridge. But I don't think it should be in our bayfront. It should be somewhere else. So the mayor's been working on that, so, yeah, you can touch base with him when he gets back.
Thank you. All right. Any other public comments, anybody? Can I get a motion to close?
Motion to close the public portion.
Can I have a second, please?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're now closed for public comment. Jason, let's see, got a payment of the bills. Can I have a motion to pay the bills?
I'll make that motion.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Mr. President,
Yes,
if I may,
yes.
the very last bill on the last page is a bill for me. It's reimbursement for some Baycrest expenses. I'd like to recuse myself from that particular bill.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Not hearing any opposed. Mr. Frost, please pay the bills. Any comments from the governing body?
Move we adjourn.
Before we adjourn, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight and voicing what was going on, and I hope the audience got a sense of, all the things going on here in town that we're recognizing for good, favorable things going forward, and the comments that, about the toys, trying to take that on an advisement and move it forward. So I want to thank everybody for coming out and doing that. So now, may I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
May I have a second?
I'll second.
Meeting is adjourned.
Don't forget Mother's Day is Sunday.
Another one down the